Keep on moving on talkSPORT with Direct Line Public Liability Insurance. Buy online and get instant notification of cover. Can your insurance do that?
Okay, 12 minutes to 10 o'clock. We're giving away a brilliant trip to watch a Champions League team of your choice in this week's Sports Breakfast. All thanks to Direct Line. To qualify, we asked you to identify who scored United's equaliser against Juve in Turin last month. It was, of course, Juan Mata. Well done if you got that right, and thank you to everyone that entered today. John is now yesterday's winner and current champion, Robert. Robert is a Tottenham fan in Romford. Robert, good morning.
Morning, Al. Morning, Lauren.
Morning, Robert.
His challenger today, randomly selected from all the correct entries, is Craig, who is a Liverpool fan. Morning, Craig.
Morning, Al.
Right, guys, this is the game works. It's like a penalty shootout. You take it in turns to answer questions based on the Champions League. Most correct answers wins. If you're still all square after 5 questions each, we'll go to a tiebreaker. Today's winner gets that fantastic Fitbit Blaze watch. Okay, it's a Fitbit Blaze watch. We'll come back to... Oh, sorry, well, guys, just bear with me. We have some breaking news, serious news. Yes, Fletch.
Manchester United have sacked Jose Mourinho. They're looking for a new manager this morning. More to follow, but that breaking news. United have sacked Jose.
Well, that'll please a lot of people, and maybe not some, but most people will be delighted there. Jose has gone for United. So let me please start again. It's like a penalty shootout. You take it in turns to answer questions based on the Champions League. Most correct answers wins. If you're still all square after 5 questions each, we'll go to a tiebreaker. Today's winner gets that fantastic Fitbit Blaze watch, and we'll come back tomorrow for a chance to win another daily prize and Friday's Champions League trip. Now, we're going to do the questions, we're going to do it alternate, okay? So whoever wins, it's first, and then the next guy, and then back to the first guy, okay? Right, Lawrence, you have the coin. Robert, you're our current champion. Heads or tails?
Heads, please.
Heads for Robert.
It is heads, Robert. Well done.
First or second, Rob?
I'll go first.
You go first. Robert first and Craig. Guys, good luck, right? So, Robert, I'm going to give you one and then Craig gets one. So, breaking news there. Jose Mourinho out of Manchester United. Right, here we go. Robert, your first one. Which forward scored a scorcher, a cracker, an overhead kick against Liverpool in last season's Champions League final?
Gareth Bale.
Correct. Right, back to Craig. Craig, which Polish striker is the current top scorer in this season's Champions League?
Lewandowski.
Well done, well done. Back to Robert, 1-1. Which former England and Manchester United midfielder has been shown a total of 32 yellow cards in the Champions League? It's the second highest amount of all time. England and Man United midfielder, Robert.
Paul Scholes.
Correct, 2-1. Back to Craig. The last time Arsenal reached the final of the Champions League was in 2006, where they lost 2-1 to Barca. Which of their defenders scored for the Gunners in that match?
Sol Campbell.
Well done, 2-2. Back to Robert. Milorad Matsic Milorad Matsic, that's M-E-Z-I-C, refereed last season's final in the Croatian or Serbian? Is he Croatian or Serbian? Sorry. So this guy Milorad Mazic refereed last season. It's not easy to read this. Is he Croatian or is he Serbian?
Serbian.
Correct. Well done, Robert.
Well done.
3-2. Back to Craig. Craig, which British composer is credited with writing the official Champions League anthem? Is it Tony Britton or is it Lewis Montague?
Lewis Montague.
No, it's Tony Britton. Not an easy one. Back to Robert. Fourth question. Roman Burki has kept 4 clean sheets and 5 Champions League appearances so far this season. But which team does he play for? Roman Burkill. Roman Burkill has kept 4 clean sheets and 5 Champions League appearances. Who does he play for? I need an answer, please, Robert.
Valencia.
No, not easy. It was Borussia Dortmund. Right, chance to level here, Craig. Which goalkeeper's spaghetti legs in a penalty shootout helped Liverpool win the Champions League back in 2005?
Pepe Reina.
It was Jersey Dudek. So this to win, Robert. This to win. Which player entered the record books when he netted 5 goals for Barcelona against Bayer Leverkusen back in 2012? Which player entered the record books? He netted 5 goals for Barca against Leverkusen in 2012.
Messi.
It was Messi. Robert, you are a champion. You are still our champion. I'm sorry, Craig. Robert, well done again, by the way. Not bad at all. 4 out of 5. And Robert is back tomorrow. There's a chance to take on Robert in tomorrow's show, where you could win a fantastic Boss all-in-one sound system. A Bose, is it Bose or Boss? Bose. Bose all-in-one sound system. They're brilliant, worth a lot of money, if you can take on Robert and beat him tomorrow. Remember, stay in the action and keep on moving until Friday. You could be off to Europe to watch a fantastic Champions League team of your choice. It's all thanks to our friends at Direct Line.
Keep on moving on talkSPORT with Direct Line Van Insurance. Insurance that keeps you on the road.
So, 9:54, brilliant. Ben Fletcher come in there and read us out that breaking news. What's happened then, Ben?
I have a very concise statement from the club. Manchester United announces that manager Jose Mourinho has left the club with immediate effect. The club would like to thank Jose for his work during his time at Manchester United and to wish him success in the future. This is the crucial bit. A new caretaker manager will be appointed until the end of the current season, while the club conducts a thorough recruitment process for a new full-time manager.
Ben, brilliant. Thank you. Let's head to Manchester. Don McGuinness right away. Dominic, is that a shock or not?
Well, these things, it's always interesting with the timing. I mean, Manchester United obviously still in the Champions League. We know that domestically it's been a bit of a disaster. But again, there was some kind of discussions. Would he be given January, obviously, because of the transfer market and everything else, and also because, you know, the knockout stage is the Champions League in February, but clearly not. I mean, there's been all sorts of speculation and rumour about him losing the dressing room a long time ago. There's been so many different things, really, that have led to this decision. I think that obviously since he came in, you know, he's in his 3rd season, still living in a hotel. Again, that just set the wrong tone. I mean, from day one, he's been living in a hotel and had no plans to move. Things like that have just kind of gnawed away at supporters. Obviously, the style of football. And I think, obviously, with what happened over the weekend with the Liverpool game, the final straw. And it's just it's a strange situation. There was a lot of optimism when Jose came in. There was obviously concerns over his style of football and would he give youth a chance and these kind of questions. You know, he won a couple of trophies with the Europa League and the League Cup. But again, it's the style of football ultimately that has had the fans kind of just bored for the most part and his reign. And again, I think it papers the cracks a little bit with Jose, but the fans will still have plenty more questions about the structure of the club and where they go from here.
Pogba rumoured to be going back to Juventus, and only 10 minutes ago, Dom, I looked at Sky. Sky sources say that Jose is going nowhere.
Yeah, he is. He's gone, and it's kind of a crazy fall from grace, really, isn't it? When you think that, you know, how it ended at Chelsea as well, and a fella that has achieved so much, he just seems to have lost his way. You know, his magic touch seems to have gone, and again, it's been evident on the pitch, and that's now the situation is, well, caretaker manager till the full-time manager. There's going to be a recruitment process to find a full-time manager, but for the end till the end of the season. You know, it could be.
Any ideas, Dom, who it could be?
Well, obviously Michael Carrick is sat there in the dugout already. You know, there's Michael Carrick and Kieran McKenna who stepped up from the academy, so they've been alongside Jose Mourinho already, of course, this season. So do they keep that team in place? Nicky Butt, who's at the academy as well, does he become part of the first team coaching team, if you like? I mean, if you remember what happened with David Moyes when he got sacked, Ryan Giggs stepped up, and, you know, again, there were some of the class of 92 boys. But I think there are people in place there that know the club inside out that will probably step in for now. Nice one, Dom McGuinness. So breaking news there, Jose Mourinho sacked to Man United. Mickey Gray's with us. Mickey, surprise to you or not? Timing?
I think it's not a surprise. I don't think anybody at Man United are happy with what they've seen of Jose this season. I could see it coming in the summer, Al. I don't know if you listened to all his interviews and everything. But why did they give him that new contract? That's a big surprise, and then they didn't back him in the summer, bringing in players. Yes, Fred came in, but it wasn't the type of player that they wanted to bring into the club.
And they say Pogba was bought, but it's not Josie's buying.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Now, and there was a big question, wasn't there, who's going to last the longest? Was it Pogba or was it Mourinho? Now, everybody's now going to probably saying that Pogba's going to probably stay next season.
Does that please United fans?
Well, I don't know. If he changes his attitude and changes his ways, but who comes into Man United now? And they've got a big job on their hands.
Yeah.
A massive job. I mean, the phone lines. Our show's completely changed from 10 o'clock because, I mean, it's absolutely massive news, isn't it? But looks like Michael Carrick and then I suppose Pochettino, Zinedine Zidane are probably going to be the two favourites. But then what do you give them? Do you give them 250 million quid? Because that's what they need. It's massive.
Mickey, I look forward to it, 10 o'clock. Thank you. Max Rush and Mickey Gray. Lawrence.
Doesn't surprise me. I mean, they asked the question, are the results of Manchester United in the short term going to get any better by Jose Mourinho staying on as manager? And, the way that the players are playing, quite clearly, no. Because, whatever he's done, and he's tried everything, he can't get them to perform. So
I'll be really interested now to see what happens with Pogba. Does he go to Juventus, or, as we read yesterday, that maybe it wasn't his signing, and the club still make absolute fortunes on commercialism regarding Paul Pogba. Does that save him?
Well, it'd be very interesting to see how the players start playing now.
Yeah.
I mean, even for Michael Carrick on day one.
So, Max, that's your show up the spout.
But no, I'm not changing it for anything.
You are. I'm afraid you are.
Very simple, yeah. 08717 223344. Manchester United fans, your thoughts? Jose's been sacked. Who do you want now? How would you review his tenure in charge at Old Trafford? Are we breaking? We're going straight to the news.
No. I'll leave it to you to pass to Jenny, but I thought you were going to come back to me.
Oh, no, that was fun. I was just, it's up to the United fans. Very keen to hear what they think.
Do you think? All right, let me ask you one. Do you think Michael Carrick will stay to the end of the season, or have they done a deal with someone? Is that deal in place?
I'm really surprised about this news because I just thought they would wait until the summer. I think they would almost give up on this season, see if they could win the FA Cup, see if